Welcome to this week's session with Putnam County District Library, Guiding Ohio Online Grant. This week we are taking a look at something called Goblin.tools. Kind of excited to share this with you because this has some really neat features that can be helpful and useful to you. I have here on the next screen, this is actually showing Goblin.tools and just a little bit of what it's about. It's a collection of small, simple, single tool tools that you can use. And it can be used for people that you might have some challenges, but it's great for even just everyday use as well. So this can be found on the actual website as well. So I just provided this screenshot here, but I'm going to go to actually Goblin.tools, address being just that, Goblin.tools. And the information that I was showing you is actually available over here on the About. So if you click on About, you're going to see the same thing that I was showing previously on the screenshot. But when you go to Goblin.tools, it comes up to this page, and I am currently showing this to you on a desktop. It's also available on a smartphone app. At this time, it is 99 cents for the app, and I can use it here on a desktop at no cost. It's sort of like ChatGPT. And like I said, it can be used by anyone. Especially, I can see some good uses even with like not only with someone that has some challenges, but also even like with your own children in terms of some of the different features available. So it's broken down into 6 different tools here across the top. The first one being Magic To Do. Magic To Do takes tasks and breaks them down. So let's just take a look here. I'm going to put in here the task that I want to do is laundry. So I'm just going to type in laundry here, if I can spell correctly. So let's do laundry. And then I am going to, I notice out here you have the actual, like the chili peppers are, they break it down. You can pick how detailed you'd want to be, and the more chili peppers that show out here on the side, the more details you're going to have. You can adjust those. There's also the ability to do this by sound, by voice. And then what I'm going to do is once I have laundry here, if I wanted to, I could add additional items as well. But I'm just going to go, and I'm going to go out here to the side. Notice I have the little icon here that kind of, I don't know what it really is symbolizing, but it's the item, it's what you do to break it down. So I'm just simply going to click this button, breaking it down, and it's going to tell me what I need to do laundry. And when I'm doing this, then I can add additional tasks. I could remove something if I'm like, no, for some reason, I don't know, if for some reason I don't want to do something and I don't want to put any of the stuff into the dryer, I can delete those out, for example. So, and I can actually just remove. So if I wanted to then go ahead and I want to pick a different, I want to say bake a cake, same thing, go out here and I break it down, and it's going to give me the directions on baking a cake. So that's what you're going to see. And then out here to the side here, I can click on my check marks as I complete those different tasks. So that's the Magic To Do. Then you have this, what's called a Formalizer. Formalizer will take a sentence, paragraph, that whatever you might want to put here into the box, and it will take that and make it sound more professional. So if I were to say, I graduated from high school and then went to a 4-year college. And I'm going to then say, okay, I'm ready to convert this. I want it to be more professional. If I say convert, it's going to take that sentence and it's going to make it sound more professional. So I successfully completed my high school education and subsequently pursued a 4-year degree at a college or university. Notice one thing it definitely did was take my 4, which should have been spelled out, changed that, and obviously added a lot of additional text there to make it sound more professional. So that's what the formalizer does. Judge, what that does is it shows the tone of your statement or question. And so if I were to put here, when should I be there? Let's just put that as an example. And I say, okay, judge that. And then it's going to give me information about what that is. And so it's telling me when I put that, it is difficult to accurately determine an emotional tone. So really, there's really not any what would be, quote, bad tone to that question. However, if I were to say, I do not like that, with an exclamation mark. And again, we're to say judge. Now what I'm going to get is something that is telling me that it's implying uncertainty, and then it's telling me that I do not like that. It's pretty straightforward. So it's just basically telling me what the tone, just like what it says, the tone of my sentences, of my statement or my paragraph, whatever I would put in there. Estimator then, what Estimator does is it will take and tell you how long it will take to complete a task. So if I were to put in here, paint a 10 by 10 room, and I were to say estimate, it's going to tell me 2 to 4 hours. You know, I could do the same thing if I were to change this to carpet and paint. Let's put both in. Estimate, and it's going to break that down, telling me 4 to 8 hours is the amount of time. So I could put in anything that I might want for it to estimate for me. The next one is compiler. Now compiler, I'm not really going to go into detail with this one, but if you say you want to just kind of do a brain dump here, so you want to break things down into a manageable task. So you could put that information in there. It's going to give you a list of the tasks in terms of completing those tasks there. So if you had a bunch of different things that you wanted to do, you know, paint a room, build a shelf, and carpet. So if I say turn into, it's going to, here's your tasks, and that's what my brain dump then is going to tell me, just basically what I need to do there. And then the last one is chef, which to me, I find this one very interesting because how many times do you, maybe you're at home and think, what in the world am I going to make for dinner? And what you can do here is you would enter what food you have in your refrigerator and if there's any dietary restrictions, and if how many you're serving and any equipment you might have. So if I were to put in here noodles, let's say ham, oven, and 4 people. And I'm going to say suggest. It's going to come up and tell me pepperoni pizza delivery. In other words, what I put in there, I don't have enough things there at home to make. So go out, delivery, get a pizza. So that is currently the 6 tools that are available. And like I said, this is being developed by a gentleman, and the plan is that there might be more tools that are eventually added. The other thing that you can do is, notice I said up here is the icons. This is where it's telling you it's available for both Android and Apple. You can go on and give feedback. That's what the little heart is for. And then the other nice thing that is a feature that is available, especially depending on your vision, is you can switch between dark and light mode. Sometimes it's easier, depending on vision with people, is to be able to make that switch. And then, like I said, back here, the about, which we showed at the beginning, is actually telling you a little bit more in detail about Goblin.tools and the freelance engineer who has created this. So I hope everyone has a great week and can find some use for this with Goblin.tools.